Hello, I am Miles, and today's video is a time-lapse of me making the Spearhead, an alien for my game Sundown. So this alien is planned to be found in a biome called the Grasslands. Originally I planned to have an alien called the Hogo Bear, but I could not get the design to look right, so I scrapped it and went with this instead. So initially I just start creating some basic shapes. I definitely wanted to go for a very fast looking alien with the design, something that looked very spiky too. And I also originally wanted to have it be kind of symmetrical, but on the other axis. So the back and the front both look similar. I ended up kind of scrapping the idea as the design went along, but you'll see me try and make the front and back look similar in this early process. So this right here is the pivotal moment in Alien's design, where I realize I can just kind of do whatever I want, and so I give it these weird protrusions coming out from the back, and it immediately just looks so perfect and alien to me. It reminded me a lot of Wayne Barlow's alien art, which I love so much and am taking heavy inspiration from. So I rolled with it and then gave it a couple more of those protrusions, and really the rest of the design I kind of formed based off of those. So then I move on to the front, where I give it a sort of sensory organ near the back of the head, and then I also give it a sort of mouth coming out right underneath this long horn, with the idea being that it would stab into prey, and then the juices would kind of drip into the mouth. I know, disgusting, but that's what I was going for. I also took this alien as an opportunity to experiment with different looking eyes. I really don't want to have very plain spherical eyes because they seem a bit too human, a bit too earthly to me, and so I go for these three different kind of stalks coming out of the eye holes, and it definitely looked a lot better to me. Then I work on incorporating the legs I made earlier into the body sculpt. I experimented with making it a quadruped, but it just looked too plain to me. I really like the look of it being a bipedal alien, and the back does seem to balance it out, so it doesn't look too off balance to me. And also, to give it a more interesting shape, I do elongate the back of its head. Alright, with the sculpt done, I move on to retopology. But retopology is kind of boring to watch, and I also forgot to record that section, so we are going to move briskly on to the texturing portion of the alien. Taking more inspiration from Wayne Barlow, I wanted to make the alien mostly one color. I didn't want it to be overly complicated, and I really wanted it to look organic, almost rock-like. Gameplay-wise though, I do need the eyes to stick out because the player needs to be able to identify them and target them to stun to keep the enemy from attacking them, so I give them a bright white color. I want to give most aliens a bioluminescent component to their design, so for this guy, I end up going with these yellow dots on the back, weird like protrusions. The idea I came up with was they use that section of their body to communicate with other members of their species, because those protrusions block off aliens taller than them or shorter than them from seeing those bioluminescent spots. So they allow members of the species to communicate and understand where each other is without other aliens being able to see what they're doing. An additional explanation could be that it creates a look of a mouth, which could be disorienting to predators or prey. I also do give it a couple yellow dots on the head because it did look nice, and the head was looking a bit plain. But yeah, that's about it. I am very happy with how this design turned out, and I even have animated it, so here's some footage of that. Hope you enjoyed this time lapse, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.